So today I will show you the basic symbols that you need to learn math. The addition symbol, the plus sign, is used to add two or more numbers to find the sum. For subtraction, you have the minus sign, which is used to find the difference between two numbers. For multiplication, you have the times symbol, which is used to find the product between two or more numbers. For division, you have this symbol, which is used to find the quotient between two numbers. And finally, you have the equal sign, which shows the equality between two values. So let's review. The addition sign is used to add two or more numbers to find the sum, the plus sign. Here we have the minus sign used for subtraction, and it's used to find a difference between the two numbers. For multiplication, we have the times symbol, which is used to find the product between two or more numbers. Here we have the division symbol, which is used to find the quotient between two numbers, and we have the equal sign, which is used to show the equality between two values. These are the basic signs that you need to know for math. So today we're going to go over addition and subtraction. Let's start with addition first. Let's start off with 1 plus 1 equals 2. If I have one marble and I have a friend that gives me one marble, then I will have two marbles. Therefore, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Pretty easy, right? So let's step it up a bit. Let's have 2 plus 1 equals 3. If you have two marbles and a friend gives you one marble, then you will have 3 marbles. Therefore, 2 plus 1 equals 3. All right, let's say you want to add by 0, and you have 2 plus 0, and it equals 2. If you have two marbles, and a friend has no marbles, and that means you still have two marbles. When you add a number by 0, you will get the same amount as what you start with. Now let's go on to subtraction. Let's say I have 2 minus 1 equals 1. If you have two marbles and you give your friend one marble, then that means you have one marble left. Therefore, 2 minus 1 is 1. Pretty easy, right? Okay, let's step it up a bit. So you have 3 minus 1 equals 2. If you have 3 marbles and you give one of them to a friend, then you will have 2 marbles left. Therefore, 3 minus 1 equals 2. But let's say you want to subtract by 0. You have 2 minus 0, which equals 2. If you have 2 marbles and you decide not to give any to a friend, then you'll still have 2 marbles. 1, 2. Therefore, 2 minus 0 is 2. Suppose you want to subtract one number by the same number. 3 minus 3 equals 0. If you have 3 marbles and you give all of them to a friend, then you'll have no marbles left. Therefore, 3 minus 3 equals 0. So I'm going to give you some problems to do on the board. 2 marbles plus 1 marble equals 1 marble minus 0 equals 3 marbles plus 1 marble equals 2 marbles minus 2 marbles equals. All right, so I'm gonna give you some time to work on these problems, and then I'll present you with the solutions. All right, so I'm gonna go over the answers now. 2 marbles plus 1 marble equals 2 plus 1, which equals 3. The second problem, 1 marble minus 0 equals 1 minus 0, which equals 1. 3 marbles plus 1 marble is the same as 3 plus 1, which equals 4. And 2 marbles minus 2 marbles equals 2 minus 2, which equals 0. These are the answers to the problems right here. So let's go over some multiplication. You have 3 friends, and they ask for 2 marbles each. How many marbles do you give them? Well, you have 3 friends, so that is 3, times 2 marbles, so that is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Let's do another example. Suppose you have 2 friends, and they ask you for 4 marbles each. How many marbles do you give them? So you have 2 friends, which is 2, times 4 marbles, which is 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. Pretty easy, right? Okay, let's step it up a notch. Suppose you want to multiply by 0. Let's say you have 3 friends. And they ask for 0 marbles. What's the answer? So you have 3 friends, so that's 3. Times 0, and you get 0. Now I'm going to give you a few problems to do on the board. Two people times 1 marble. Three people times 3 marbles. And 1 person times no marbles. You may pause the video and work on these problems, and I'll present you with the solutions. All right, now I'm going to give you the solutions now. Starting with the first problem, we have 2 people times 1 marble. So this is 2 times 1 marble, that's 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Now we have 3 people, which is 3, times 3 marbles, which is 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. And you have 1 person here, that's 1, times 0, and this gives you 0. These are the answers to the problems. All right, let's talk about division. So here's our first problem. Suppose you have 3 ice cubes and you have 3 friends named Alex, Jane, and Carl. Each person wants an ice cube. So how many ice cubes does each person get? Well, if I give this ice cube to Alex, this ice cube to Jane, and this ice cube to Carl, they'll each have 1 ice cube. So that's 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. The same amount of ice cubes that we started with. All right, moving on to another example. Suppose you have 6 ice cubes. And the same 3 friends, Alex, Jane, and Carl, all want ice cubes. So how many ice cubes do they each get? Well, if we give 1 ice cube to Alex, 1 ice cube to Jane, 1 ice cube to Carl, another ice cube to Alex, another ice cube to Jane, and another ice cube to Carl, they will each have 2 ice cubes. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 2, which equals 6. The same amount of ice cubes that we started with. All right, so I'm gonna give you some problems to do on the board. Four ice cubes divided by 1 person. 6 ice cubes divided by 2 people. And 3 ice cubes divided by 3 people. You may pause the video and work on these problems, and I'll present to you the answers afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to give you the answers to the problems right now. So we have 4 ice cubes, which is 4, and 1 person, which is 1. 4 divided by 1 is 4. Next, we have 6 ice cubes and 2 people. So that's 6 divided by 2, and you get 3. All right, last but not least, we have 3 ice cubes divided by 3 people. So that's 3 divided by 3, which equals 1. These are the answers to the problems on the board. This concludes our lesson for today. I am the Math Whiz. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.